Alright, so I'm gonna start this out. Let me just show you guys. You have 98 pages of filling out taxes, and you have a postcard like of 2 pages. Alright, and you're spending 6 hours filling this tax papers, and you just need like 5 minutes to do this. You just need your income, your tax, how much you earn, how much your assets are, that's all. IRS, they go through everything you have, all your assets, your bank accounts, all that. Are you willing to go through the trouble of filling all that out and actually send it to the IRS, and then they're going to send it back and tell you, oh, we need more documents? Well, basically, the flat tax cuts all of that down. And the issue about the working American, the working American is a big part of our country, and the flat tax proposals would only eliminate the tax code's bias against capital formation by ending the double taxation of income that is saved and invested. This means no death tax, no capital gains tax, no double taxations on your savings in your bank account, and no double tax on dividends. By taxing income only one time, a flat tax is easier to enforce and more conducive to job creation and capital formation. And the flat tax basically eliminates other preferential treatment, which like behaviors of the politicians or other deductions you might see, and it basically eliminates that stuff, and you go directly to the source, which is the government. And the opponents basically said that going on later, it would not increase or it would not help the economy. But according to Harvard economist Dale Jorgensen, tax reform would boost national wealth by nearly $5 trillion. It would be this in part because all income-producing assets would rise in value, since the flat tax would increase the after-tax stream of income that they generate. This is a good enough example to why we should change the flat tax. And fairness is a big thing in flat tax. A wealthy taxpayer will, with 1,000 times taxable income of another taxpayer, would pay 1,000 times more in taxes. No longer would the tax code penalize success and discriminate against citizens on the basis of income. Tax burdens would no longer depend on the number of lawyers, lobbyists, and accounts on the payroll. The issue about Russia's GDP, statistics concerning Russia's actual GDP are somewhat trickier as a result of the large so-called shadow economy. But reasonable estimates hold that Russia's real GDP will grow from the equivalent of a $500 billion in 2002 to over $1 trillion by 2000, which is the current year. It is clear that the economies of the flat taxing states are thriving, as demonstrated by growth in revenues by the foreign direct investment in Russia. And to conclude this debate, basically, I want to ask you, what would life be like in a world with a 17% flat tax? The most important change is that we would be spending time thinking about producing goods and services and improving productivity, instead of remaining obsessed with exploring tax advantage opportunities. Those who believe that life would grind to a halt with the loss of deductions for interest and charitable contributions need to consider how they would alter their lives the morning the flat tax took effect. In conclusion, we believe that if it could work in countries like Russia, Estonia, and even in some of the other states here in the United States, it should surely work in our nation as a whole. Like we have stated earlier, not only will the flat tax greatly benefit our economy, it will make our tax system much simpler, fairer, and will stimulate and boost economic performance. Thank you.